like a ball.
What's up, ladies? Welcome to Mindful Attraction 2.0, and this is Alex. And today I'm gonna be talking about why compliments can do more harm to women than good. All right, and I'm gonna show you why that is and why you really shouldn't take it to heart. Because compliments could be very complimentary, no pun intended, and it can feel very good, especially if you're feeling bad about yourself and you're feeling uncertain and you need someone else to validate your decisions, right? And who you think you believe you are in your identity, comparing in your identity in this world. A lot of times when we feel bad about ourselves, most of the time we usually depend on people around us to tell us who we are, right? We depend on social feedback to tell us how we should feel and how confident we should act. Somebody gives us a compliment, they tell you this looks nice on you, and suddenly you feel good about yourself, and because of the compliment you act confidently. Somebody compliments you and it gives you the ability and gives you the freedom to act confidently, right? And so usually compliments are only there to validate our uncertainty. That's what we love, compliments, right? And so as a woman, whenever somebody compliments you on your looks, what tends to happen is that, yes, you feel good, but the problem is that underneath the compliment, underneath your satisfaction, there is a deep understanding that this is not going to last for long. You may not be conscious, but it's there, right? And so what tends to happen is that causes the shell of your ego to get hardened even more, because you realize your inevitable diminishment, with the inevitable death of your identity of a good-looking person, because everyone's telling you that. And so what happens is that you grow fearful, and you try to hold on to that thing that everyone compliments you on. And what's worse is that once you lose that one thing that people compliment you on, you notice it because it's not there no more. You notice it because people aren't praising you anymore. You notice it because the guys are not telling you how good looking you are anymore. And so what happens? And then now you try hard to get those compliments. Now you find another route to try to get those compliments. You might try to add more plastic surgery. You might try to be more needy. You might be more promiscuous. You might be more loud. But the point is that you're going to try to act out in a way to get more attention. Right? Attention can come in many ways. If you believe that crying, that complaining, that bitching, and moaning, and being the victim gets you attention, then that's going to be your automatic programming. That's going to be your automatic inclination, which is to do that. And so that's where the beauty comes, is that you want to notice what kind of automatic programs you have when you lack self-esteem. You want to notice what happens inside of me whenever I lack self-esteem. What happens whenever I feel shitty? What happens whenever I feel uncertain about myself? And rather than trying to fulfill those needs, you want to see it. You want to explore it. You don't want to touch it. Don't get in the way. Just see what's happening inside of you. Notice the pain. Connect with yourself on the level of pain and on the level of pleasure. And notice what disturbs you. Notice where your attention goes when it doesn't receive the validation that it wants. It's the simple awareness is the liberation of it. The simple awareness of the ego is your liberation. You just want to become aware of it, because the problem happens when you start acting unconsciously, when you start acting without knowing the motives behind your actions, without knowing why you are doing things, why you're acting needy. Why? Because you won't be able to find out what you can do about it. Observe the compulsion. Notice your uneasiness with what's going on in the present moment. Observe the sensation of wanting compliments. Observe the sensation of feeling bad about yourself, and feel it and notice it. Don't touch it, but see it. And notice how it feels to be the knower of that experience. Feel what it feels to be the awareness behind the pain. And notice if there's peace there. What you're going to notice is that there is a peace underneath the surface. There is a peace underneath the chaos. And that's where you want to lie. You don't want to lie on the level of form, on the level of the surface, which is the pain, noticing the pain and resisting it. You want to reside on the level of awareness, which is noticing the pain and letting it be there. Because the knowing itself doesn't suffer. And once you are able to stay there as the knower, that pain that you once had, which was being fueled by your resistance to the pain, becomes diminished. The ego diminishes, and rather than resisting reality, you blend with reality. Because you're not saying, I don't want you. You're saying, I'm watching you. I'm creeping. I'm observing you, pain. You're connecting with yourself on the level of pain. Right? And compliments, even though they feel good, they become the cure becomes worse than the disease. That's if you depend on compliments to feel good. It's okay to get compliments. I get awkward sometimes when I get compliments, but a lot of the times when I get compliments on YouTube, I don't try and let those compliments get to my head, because I understand the nature of things. I understand that if you let compliments get to your head, they become part of your identity. They become part of your ego. So when someone compliments you and they say, you're very good looking, say thank you and drop it. You see, drop it, because don't allow your self-esteem to rise from that compliment. Just in the same light, don't allow your self-esteem to diminish when you don't get a compliment. Or even better yet, I want you to be aware of the arising of self-esteem and the diminishment of self-esteem when you get and you don't get compliments. That's the place where you want to be, because there you're not differentiating yourself. You're not saying I'm only gonna be aware when I feel shitty. But when I get good compliments, I'm gonna indulge in those compliments. It's the same. You're using. It's the same coin, just different sides. You want to remain aware in all of those continual situations. You want to accept the good and accept the bad. You don't want to just say, I want to be present with the good emotions and with the bad emotions, and I want to go unconscious with the good emotions. That's what being addicted to a drug is. You want to drink so much that you lose consciousness. So you just go into it. You don't have to think too much. You don't want to be present. You know, there's a natural tendency to not want to be present when good things occur. You see, it's the natural tendency of human beings to not want to be present. See what I'm saying? Compliments are no bueno. No bueno. They're good, but they're a lot worse if you allow them to get to you. So don't let compliments get to you. Don't let compliments become part of your personality. Don't let oh wow man, you're so intelligent, become part of your personality. See the intelligence, see that compliment, see the good self-esteem boost, and drop it, so that it doesn't become part of you. I'm telling you, man. I say this for myself. I get a lot of compliments on YouTube. All right, and for the most part, I try to differentiate the facts from fiction. You know, the imaginary self that people see me and who I really am in my essence. I try to separate those through continually questioning my reality, questioning who am I at this moment. A lot of times we notice that we are indulging and believing that we are the things that we have and that we hear in our lives. We are the compliments, we are the things we own, we are our own accomplishments. And separating yourself from those things is vitally important as a human being. Anyways, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, you know. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video, right there. You'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.